Right, it's just a little update for you. If you want to watch a build, John and Jen have finished a build recently and there's a little video he's made there for you, so I'm going to tie this on to the end of this video as well. I just want to explain a few things, where we've been, what's been going on, and I'd like to thank a few people as well. Maureen and Jim Carroll, thank you very much for your kind words and also your gift as well. It was very much appreciated, and I will be treating the team as well with that as well. And I'd also like to thank Nick as well. Nick's been here right from the start, following us on YouTube, and I'd like to thank you for your gift as well. And also one of my current customers as well, which really like sort of melted me a bit, sent me some flowers when my dad passed away, which was really nice as well. So where have we been? My dad got poorly 8 weeks ago. He passed away last week, so work's kind of sort of come to a bit of a halt as such, so I'm sort of like getting back into it now, as it were. I'd like to thank all of you who have expressed your kind words as well. It's very nice, and it means a lot to actually hear some stuff like that as well. So why are these two superior levels behind me? Right, this one here, I bought this one some time ago. I've only ever used it once. We had it engraved. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see. You can just, it says Oakwood Garden Rooms on it basically. So we had that engraved. I bought it as sort of like a gift to myself, really. I never used it once. So as a lot of you know, I'm giving that one away. And I'll tell you why I'm giving it away as well. When I say giving it away, all I want is a £2 donation to Candlelighters. It fights cancer in children. My dad passed from cancer. I couldn't imagine what it's possibly like when you've got a child going through the same situation as my dad did. So we're going to continue to support that charity. Right, so the pink one, and why am I giving away the original one? Got the original one, got it engraved, fantastic. I seen somebody on Instagram had theirs engraved. It was a bit of a saucy message from his girlfriend to him. It's obviously a gift for Christmas. I thought that's funny, I like that. So I ordered this pink one and I asked them to engrave it. I asked them to engrave it with I'm a massive tit, basically, because it was for Jen. I often call her that sometimes. They refused. They said they only engraved names and businesses, which I know from watching their Instagram posts isn't quite true. So what did I do? I got it engraved myself. There you go. They've took exception to this and don't actually like it. And I've also had these badges put on as well, which they tell me now I have now avoided the warranty on this level. But you want to get out of your little ivory tower, all you at Superior. There's nothing wrong with your level, apart from the fact it's a little bit heavy. But it's just your attitude, I suppose. It's only a bit of fun, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? I understand that you're trying to promote a superior product, but at the end of the day, you're selling this to builders and the likes of that. And if you know your market, then you'll know that people like that like to have a laugh. So I'm going to give this one away, and the reason why I'm giving it away is because I don't want to use it anymore. I don't want to be associated with them, and nor do I want to use their products. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a good level, a little bit heavy, but apart from that, it's only been used once, and I'm sure it is superior. Anyway, so there will be a link at the end of the video. It's just giving, so it's perfectly legit site. It's a £2 minimum donation, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to give, obviously it's going to go to Candlelighters all the money, so literally some people have donated quite a few pounds, some of them, and I thank you for that. Others have donated just the £2, but all I want is just £2 off a person. We're nearly up to £2,000 now, so if you're watching this superior level, and I'm sure you are, this will probably be the most expensive level you have sold as of yet. So there you go. I can't remember what it cost me, but currently it's reached nearly £2,000, and every single penny is going to charity. So guys, lighten up. It's only a bit of fun. Right, so that's where we are. I'm back to work now. Back on the 10-day job next week. Customer there's been absolutely brilliant, he's understanding. All our customers have been brilliant as well, so I'd like to thank all them as well. So here's John and Jen. They finished the job that we did quite recently. I think it was a 5x3, but I'll let John explain it.
Right, so I started a new job yesterday. Sorry, I forgot to do the video yesterday. But basically, Josh will just show you around. This is an old garage base. So what we've decided to do, because we want to drop the level of the base so that the doors aren't too high when we finish the build, we've actually decided to remove the old, come a bit closer Josh, we've actually decided to remove the old garage base. We can go it up all yesterday, and today we've got to get all this and wheelbarrow it round to the front. Right, we've finally got all this muck out of the top. Let's just take a quick walk round front, Josh, come on. There's a bit of manual hard track this morning, a full 8-yard skip full of concrete, what we've taken off the top. Right, we're now going to start doing the string lines, ready for digging the holes. So on this base, come closer Josh. So what we've done is, if Josh just shows you down here, we've put, basically the building is going to be 5 metres by 2.3. So we've pulled a line which is longer than 5 metres. And obviously, we've gone 200 mil from the fence posts on both sides of the line, because the reason why we're doing that is we want to build as tight as possible to this fence so that we don't waste into his garden. We're also going to build a step on the front here, and the building's going to roughly finish somewhere where my foot is here, and then we're going to put a slate bed in front as we usually do. So what we're going to do now, we've got our 200 mil line along the back. We've also put at 5 metres apart 2 stakes in the ground. There's one over there and one here. We're now going to get a square, which I'll show you on the video, and we're going to square both sides of the left and the right of the building to the front. We're going to run past 2.3. We're going to pull the lines probably at about 2.8, and then we'll set the 2.3, which I'll show you how to do it. Right, so if we just take you a look down here now, we've now got the square on the back line, which we're 200 from the posts. If Adam comes over the top there, we're running nice and square, and we've pulled the rod to the front here. Now this rod is not 2.3 metres the size of the building, it's nearly 2.6. We're now going to measure from the back of the string line and come out 2.3 metres, and we're going to put a rod here, and then we'll do the same, we'll mirror the same thing as this on the other side, and then we'll just pull the line along the front. I will show you when we get to the other side. Go on. Right. I'm not miserable. Right, so we've done the same again. We've put the square on the corner. Right, so I'm now going to show you me digging a hole. Look. And that's really full body weight into that. Liam would have probably half dug his now. You're watching a rail man dig a hole now. Not very well. I'm going to leave the video. It'll probably take us 2 or 3 minutes to dig it. Although some of them over the far side where the hardcore was like 300, 400 mil nearly, some of them took 25 minutes. When you do an hardcore base like this, you get the loads of stones falling in, so you end up digging twice as much as you should be doing. I'll fast forward this bit. I think that'll do it. Clear that out. And there you go. That's how you dig an hard hole, or medium to hard. Right, we've finished here today. We've dug all the holes, we've pinged all the lines out. Obviously, I have done you, well, not obviously, I'll stop saying obviously. I've done you a few videos along the way. I have done them slightly quicker than Liam would do them, because I'm not a full-time video guy like Liam is. Right, we're at another stage of the build now. Now, I was going to show you me putting in a rod, but unfortunately, we was under a lot of pressure because the guys needed to get off, so I couldn't show you that part. But what we have done today, we've actually done them all, but I've left one for you guys to see, is we've levelled all the nuts with a laser, which you've seen me do a lot of times, but I have left one just so you can watch me do that now. Bearing in mind, don't forget my little videos will be shorter than Liam's because I need to get on with my graft as well, but I'm just giving you something to watch. So if you come over here, which one did we leave? This one, Josh? We left this one. Stand that way, laser. Just come closer now, Josh. Right, so that's telling me it wants to go down. Now, it's very critical when doing this that, come behind me, Josh, now, when I put these rods in, I used a laser level. Let me just turn that away. I used a laser level and I got them plumb that way and plumb that way. So if I now pull this staff to the rod, I know it's stood vertical, which will give me a more accurate measurement. Whereas if you just guess it, you can be 1 mil, 2 mil out. Anyway, I'll put it on. And you also, what I've told Josh this morning, if you come a bit closer, Josh, when you hold it to the rod, Don't let it lean like that. Can you see now? So it's not vertical in the air. You want to get it pretty square running up the rod like that, and then grip it from the behind, and then you'll get a more accurate measurement this way. So is that telling us down, Josh? There you go. See now if I tilt it, look, it's slightly tilted. Can you see that quite close, Josh? If you see it's tilted and it's saying it's level, but if I hold it like pretty straight, it's not quite level. So there you go. That's how to level a rod. I'll see you in the next stage. Go, that's it, we're good. On Adam, middle, there. Yeah, there, Adam, still go there. Right, Josh, I think it's Josh now. That's it, keep going. There you go. It's pretty important that when doing this, that it goes down square. We have plumbed the rods, so it should pretty much just go down with a gentle stand on it. And that's it, and she's gone in, no hammer required, just a gentle pressure from the foot. Right, so basically what we did here, we started off in this corner and we measured, don't know if Josh can come a bit closer, we measured 400 out from the edge and 400 out from the edge of the base, and then we set all these joists running up the back here, not at 400 centres, we actually did 400 spacings, so that the king span is 2.4 metres long, so if you go 4, 8, 12, 16, 24, you get 5 cuts out of a width of 2.4 king span. And then when we got to this side, we started here, we wanted this first joist to fall centre of this 400, come a bit closer Josh, centre of this 400 gap. So what we did was we measured from here, we put a mark at 200, we measured from the other side, put a mark at 200, which put this joist centre of this here, and then we just 400 then as normal, and that's why they all look off centre, so that we could fix them properly. Right, another day, another dollar. So we've just nailed all the slate lats in the bottom to carry the king span. We've got Josh over there putting king span in. We've got Davey over there putting king span in. And we've got Jenny over here cutting. She's cutting all the wall joists. She is using my new Milwaukee chop saw, which we'll have a look at shortly. We've got a nice 12 amp battery on it. It's the first time we've ever used it. We're going to use it today to build all the walls. Jenny's demoing it, but we'll show you that in a minute. Right, so we're just going to demo the dust extraction on the Milwaukee. Jenny's now cutting the 1975 wall joist. Off she goes. We'll have a look at the back. She's going to cut. Right, we'll just take that away. She's now going to swap the timber and we're going to pull this off. To be honest, they look to be a lot less, didn't they, Jen? And now we'll have a look, because I've heard the dust extraction on this Milwaukee is meant to be phenomenal. We'll zoom right in on where the dust comes out of and we'll take a look. Wow. Chalk and cheese. Very, very, very good dust extraction, would you say?
Beautiful job.
By the way, Jenny's, she's a traitor. She's a member of the A team. She's not in my team, but today we've been lumbered with her.
Right, so we've got all the insulation in now, ready for the floorboards. I've got all the joists for the walls, and we'll see you in a minute.
Just finished insulating and flooring the floor. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Right. We've just now finished insulating and doing the floor. Jenny and Josh are now going to do the walls.
a quick update. What we've done here, we've built the back wall and we're going to put the metal on it. But instead of putting the metal on it straight away, because he's having his heater and a couple of sockets on the back wall, me and Adam have worked out that the heater's going to go here on the other side. So we've ran the cable across to the end there, and we're going to put about 5 metres onto the drive and label it up heater for later on. And we're also going to run a double socket where the hammer is and a double socket over there where the R is, somewhere around there. And then we're going to run the cables and let them stick out at the end. And then that way we won't struggle to run the cables in the back wall afterwards. Right, we're going to have a go at lifting this big 5 metre wall now. We have built it and put all the metal on it and everything. It's fully built. We're going to have a go at lifting it. Hopefully Jenny's going to help us, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
Good. Right, let's go up the job.
Yeah.
So basically they've just screwed that timber on there so they can yank, because the wall's over 5 metres, they're putting a big pull on the middle to pull it up. There you go, nice 5 metre wall, fully complete, all metal at the back. We've even got the cables sticking out the side. That's the cables for the sockets. Hallelujah. Cheers, Jen.
We've managed to get all the walls up. They're all nice and plumb. We've got Big John and his team, our little Davy. Let's get steel up. Got Adam not doing no again. Here he comes, just a bit of support.
Why are you putting up like that? Why won't it go in? Why are you putting up like that? We're going to rotate.
The Rockwell's holding it off. Yep.
That's it.
There we go.
No, we're just going to rip it.
Do you want to do a pause for camera? Everyone.
Right.
The gun show.
Another quick talk about this saw. We've been using it all day. Does everybody like it?
Yeah.
They all think it's great. We're now going to go skip and see just how much dust it's caught in dust bag. It feels really full. Look at the size of it. It's like pregnant. It's got a lot of dust though, hasn't it? Look. Jesus Christ. Jesus. Jesus Christ. Still more? I'll tell you what, it's done a fantastic job, that, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, all that would have been all over the garden otherwise. Right, we're at the end of the day now. We've finished for the day, and as you can see from this morning, we've king-spanned the floor, we've floored the building, we've built all the walls, we've fully completed the back wall in metal, so that's completely done. We've slate lighted all the walls, we've put the steel up here. Tomorrow now, we should be able to get all the roof on, finish the slate battens, and that should be us. Right, so we're back here again, and we've now slate lighted all the walls. Obviously, we had, well, not obviously, but we'd slate lighted these ones yesterday. We've now put the rest on. We're looking good. Jenny's put the first roof joist on, and we've got an overhang. She's there. Hello, Jen. Hello. She's put an overhang of 295 from the OSB, which is this. Josh has done the same over that side. We've now pulled a string line, and we're going to put all the roof joists on at 400 spacings, and we're going to push them so they're just up to that string line to make sure that they go on nice and square. Right, so we've got all the roof joists on now with 400 spacings, not 400 centres. We're now just going to put the front, the back on, and the noggins, and I'll see you shortly. And Jenny's doing a bit of a dance. She has got a bad headache, but she's all right, aren't you, Jen? Right, we've got the front and the back on now. We're just going to go prepare the sides before we can put them on. So what Jenny's doing here now is so what we've done is we've put this timber here. The inside of the timber is flush with the inside of the wall, and then we've done that all the way along. Now we've screwed a timber, this timber here, I'll just go a bit closer, to level with the wall, and then we're going to fix this to this, so that basically this then becomes solid. We then put some, which you can't see at the minute, this is an 180mm spacer which sticks to the outside. Josh, just show them that, don't drop my phone there. Josh will show you. Keep the phone sideways. So basically that 180mm spacer sticking out will hold the side when we put it on in a minute. It's important that you don't kneel on this when you're doing these 500s, otherwise if Josh kneels on it and we fix to it and fix it to these spacers, it'll then have a dint in the roof, so that's very important. Right, Josh. That's it, that's it. Bit of B-roll. Right, we've got all the roof on now, we've got all the perimeter on. We're just going to put the noggins in the middle and then we're going to board it, and hopefully we'll get the rubber on too. Just taking a look in, Jen's there. She's just been helping Josh do the roof. Let's give it a little look round. We've now just measured the room front to back, and we've divided it by 3, and we've got 2 lines at 730 in from the front, 730 in from the back, and we've pinged a chalk line across, and our noggins are going to run across at 730 from the front and 730 from the back. Right, just a quick update before we start boarding. We've now ran the noggins and now we're ready to start boarding. Right, we've finished today now. We've got the rubber on the roof. We never got a chance to stick it because it's going to freeze tonight, so we didn't want to glue it. So it's just laid over and we'll stick it in the morning. We've got it all finally double slate latted, if you just come round here. And we've got it all the crap out of the garden. We've got all the roof complete. All the slate lats are on the front and we're ready for tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get some insulation, some more electrics run. We'll get the rubber glued and we might even get the soffit and fascia on. Thank you. I've got Josh up there now, just putting the P-trims on. Sorry, I've not got my mics on, but we are busy. I'll just show you around the front. We've done the front. There's the front, we'll start on there. We've just got to put the corner on, which we're going to do in a minute. So here's Josh. I'm obviously on the other side of the camera. We're now going to put the rubber down on the roof. It's not stuck at all. So we've obviously sanded all the roof. We put all the soffit and fascia on. We've rolled it back. I'm now going to roll strips of glue from front to back. And Josh is going to roll it out here. I am in my socks because I had loads of muck on my boots and we don't want to get mud underneath the rubber. Yeah, go sideways there, Josh. We're just on the final bit now, the last little bit, brushed over the edge. And that's the rubber, all stuck down. We'll just go over it now for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, brushing out any bubbles to the sides before we put the P-trims on and the 2-part gutter trim. Right, we've finished for the day now. The roof is all complete, as you can see. Looks fantastic. It's a big 5.2 by 3.1 or something by the time we'd finished. There's the 2-part gutter trim on. We've got the corners on there. Just come round to the front and show you. Oh, we'll just come in a bit more now and we'll have a nice close look at what we've just done. So today we've insulated the whole building. So if Jen comes in, we'll just take a look. We've now insulated it all. We've put Rockwell up in the gaps. I've also Rockwelled the outside on left and the right to stop any cold air coming in when it's all finished. Jen has noggined all the walls, which also needed doing today. She's put a patras in here, for the fuse board, so we've got something to screw to. She's also put some pattresses in here for the heater when it goes on, and we've also got a pattress here because we're going to fit an extractor fan. Jen has done these pattresses for the heater, but we've started to do something new now. If you noticed, if you come up close here, you can see we've notched out a little bit of the joist and a little bit of the board. So what will happen is, when we put the heater on, roughly the heater, if you look, this is where the fuse spare's going to be. The heater will finish somewhere like that. So what we will do then is drill an hole behind the heater, and should come in here with the cable. We can then run the cable straight into the side of the back box, which I will show you when we do it, and basically you'll have a cableless heater, so the heater can't be knocked. We used to come out of the side and do a little loop, which you've seen many a times, but we've decided to change it now, so the cable will be in the wall, and if the heater ever broke, because Jen's multi-tooled a big gap here, we should be able to take the heater off, pull the cable back through, put the new heater on and thread the cable back through also.
Right, so we're back again at this job. We've got all the insulation in, as John said yesterday. The reason why we did plastic last night before we finished is because we'd foamed up all the gaps. There weren't many but we foamed them, and it didn't go off sufficient enough for us to be able to put the plastic on, because it'd have held off. So what we've done this morning is we're starting with the roof. We're going to plastic it all, get all the walls plasticked, then we're going to get it plasterboarded.
Go on.
So Liam told us how many boards we'd need today. As you can see, some idiot fell on it and broke one of the boards. That idiot is me.
She was female anyway. Hang on, who's here today? Josh, Adam and me, and there's Jenny.
I'm only one with a pair of balls, so it definitely won't me.
Thanks for watching. Please comment and subscribe.
So, as I said before, we were going to do all the plasterboarding. We did the ceiling first, and we did the walls. Me and Josh, mainly me, did it all on our own. Did
I do it?
John and Adam were messing about under floorboards, trying to put hot wiring in. Yeah, and that's it for today. We're going to get cleaned up since we don't have little Davy with us. It's a tip, as you can see, but it'll never get left like this.
And I just nearly fell over that big pile of boards.
No, John did help us putting the plasterboards up. So yeah, thank you, and like and subscribe.
So we're currently under the floor, feeding the internet Cat 6 and the big core for the main power. Yeah, this is right under the house. We're currently under the living room. There's John. And I am, without being able to move my legs more than this, sliding backwards.
Morning.
Hi, pal.
We've now dug all the ground out. We've got the sleepers in the ground.
So you need to get the flour and the water.
She's kneading it.
We leave it for 24 hours for it to brew.
You do know that we're putting that in that trench there, don't you? Or are we making a cake?
We're making a cake.
Baking a cake.
You mean? Who's that? Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready, mate.
Right, so we've had a clean up of the garden this morning. John's... No, I can't do this.
Go on, you
Wait.
can. Go on, do
Can you start it again?
Go on.
It's not a video. Just for everybody, the lights just fell out of the ceiling. We didn't actually put it in, we basically, somebody put it back up. We just leave it out for that each.
Yeah, I'll do it. John's just tested the lights, he's tested the sockets, shown the sockets. Go over to the board, say he's done all the board. Garden's clean. So we really hope you've enjoyed watching. Please like and subscribe.
Right, we've had a clean up at garden this morning at garden room. John has tested all the sockets and lights. And also the board, which is in that corner over there. We are going to leave for a few weeks now until 16th of February, so I hope you've liked the video and please like and subscribe.
Right, so we're finished with the build now. As you can see, it's nice and clean. Garden's been cleaned. All the electrics have been tested this morning by the lovely John. We've got the lights working here. Let me just show that the sockets are bubbling sweetly. That beep says they're working. So yeah, we're clean, we're tidy. We're going to be off now for a couple of weeks. We'll be back on the 16th of February. I hope you've enjoyed watching. Please like and subscribe. A-team out.
Hello everyone, and it's John here again. We've all had to go at this outro for this video. So today we've cleaned all the garden. As you've probably heard 3 or 4 times in a row. We've put the sleepers in yesterday. We put all the slate around the building. We've got all the electrics on. I'll just turn the outside lights on just to show you. We have left the M1 down, which you've just heard fall in one of the videos, so that the Sparky can actually do the proper test on it. We've got electric inside the building. We've also got my lovely little socket tester, which we plug in and we turn it on, and it does a test on all the sockets. This is actually the last socket away from the board, so it's the furthest one away. So usually if you test this socket, you should test them all, but if you test this one, it tells you that all the others are linked up because this is the last one in the chain. Anyway, we're now waiting for the doors for this job, because they're not going to come on the 16th of Feb. Jen's nearly tripping over everything she can. But on the 16th of Feb, we will be back to put the doors in, put the laminate down, the skirting, the architraves, and clad the building. Thanks for watching. Please comment and subscribe.
So we're just wrapping up the building now, ready for when we come back in a few weeks to fit the doors. The 16th, I think it was said, wasn't it? So we're going to see then. Thank you.
Right, we're back on this job here again today. We have left it for a few weeks. This job has been my job from start to finish, with help from Davey, Jenny, Adam and Josh. We're back here today because the doors are coming early next week. Today we're cedaring both sides of the building, so if you just take a look at Jen there, she's cedaring this side, and if we count the pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it'll make more sense in a minute. We'll come over here, and how many pieces you got on, Josh?
7.
7. So what we did was we measured from the corner of the building down to the bottom of the building. We determined the height, which I think was 2,240. I cut 2 pieces at 2,240. Josh started here with the first piece at 2,240. We set the arm on the saw and locked it off at that, so you could, which I'll show you in a minute. So they both started off with 2,240, and I started them together so that I can cut cedar at the same size for both of them, which you'll see me do in a minute, and they can both work to the back of the building at the same time. So come over here, Davey, a minute. So this is the arm we used. So what we're going to do now is, because the roof slants backwards, each piece needs to be like 10 mil smaller, 5 mil smaller. So I'm going to slacken the arm, and if you put your thumb on here, look, can you see that little gap? I'm just going to nudge up like that, and every time I do them a cut, both of them, I'll keep nudging it up like that, and it'll make the pieces smaller and smaller and smaller, and then we'll put a 25 mil, 23 mil bead along the top afterwards, and it'll look fantastic. So is it you first, isn't it, Josh? What happened to ladies before gents? So this arm's fantastic, because obviously it allows us to be able to do what we're going to do now. I'm not passing you it right way because I'm busy. Go video him pinning it, Davey. Davey's just going to show you him pinning that. I'm now going to cut the same length again for Jenny. Just do the same thing. So Jenny doing that one, and then I'll show you one more time, and then we'll stop this part of the video. Right, that'll do, David. Come back over here. So it's important that they're both on the same exact piece at both sides. So for this technique to work, one couldn't be on piece 7 and one couldn't be on piece 9 because there's a bigger drop on the roof there. So now again, I'm going to come back up to my arm. They've both got the piece. I'm going to put my finger on here, push in, and it's going to be a bit smaller, and I can now cut them the next piece. Thank you. Right, we've finished for today now. So I'll just show you what we've done. We've finished the side, Jenny's finished this side of the cedar, we've oiled it all, we've put the external socket on. It's only took us a few hours to be fair, we're having an early finish. If you come round the front left here, we've also done this side. We can't really do nothing now, well next week will the doors come, and then we'll come back, we'll do the doors, the laminate floor, cedar the front, and we'll put that all in the side there is actually for the extractor fan. I was actually going to put it in, but we did forget the pipe to go through the wall, so unfortunately I can't actually put it in today. But yes, we'll be back on Wednesday to fit the doors, do the laminate, do the cedar, and hopefully we'll be a couple of days around there and we'll be finished. Right, action. Right, we've come to the end of this build now, and it's all complete. I'm going to take you inside and show you inside. Right, through the power of editing, I'm now inside. I'm going to open the doors and let the light in. Forget one finger operation, this is two-hand operation. And if Jenny comes to the door, I'll show you inside. The customer's started to put all his gear in. He's got a nice computer over in the corner here. We've got their 2 kilowatt digital heater, which is on. It's absolutely red hot in here, and it's really cold outside. He's put a nice desk in the corner. We've got another computer here. We're spoilt for computers here. And over this side, we've got the freezer. Is it on? Oh, in it? Oh, yeah. Here we go. Some Cadbury's cornettos. I think they're mine. And then we've also got the nice fuse board. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, we'll go outside now and I'll give you a quick look round the outside. Basically, Liam's blaming Jenny for losing a part off the saw. Now, Liam's not been to this job, and he thinks that when she swapped the blade, she's dropped it over there. And we've told him she hadn't, but he won't listen.
If I find it, she's sacked.
Don't you worry, Jen. I'll override his decision.
And I always said I'd never override you, don't think that?
Yeah, that's right. We're back outside now. So just before I show you the outside of the building, I have showed you this before, but I'll show you again. We've put these sleepers in here and we've put the grey slate all the way around the building. I'll show you the building as we go around also. So we've got the downlighters that we usually put in the ceiling. They're brushed chrome. We've got the security light here. We've got the nice red cedar installed by Jen. If we just take a close look up here, I'll show you the reveals and the architraves. Perfectly finished by Jen also, and Josh, who's not here today. So the sleepers are running all the way around the corner and all the way up to the fence there. We've got obviously plum slating, not obviously, but plum slate. And we've got the trim, the 25mm trim running round the top. We've got the nice corner beads. And I've just nearly fell over. And we've got the other side of the extractor fan. And if Jen can come right to back here, you'll have seen this loads of times, but we'll show you again. There's the gutter and the downpipe. And that's it. Right, we'll just say bye-bye to everybody now. And the face, Jen. Transform. Right, okay. You ready? Right, we've come to the end of this build now. It's going to be about 35 minutes long is the video of me, Jen, Davey and Josh building this. So I'm just going to let Jenny say.
Thank you. Please like and subscribe.
See you next time.
See you all next time. Thanks for watching. Please comment and subscribe.